Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very nice hearty and warming Bovril. So welcome back to the game, and in the previous episode, among other things, we were expanding down the south here to put in the other cell block, and that's taken us to a total capacity of 70, 10 of those being protective custody. Speaking of which, we actually had some success, albeit limited, with the programmes, specifically gang rehabilitation and the faith programme. 2 people have passed each one, and then if we go over to intelligence and informants, we can see we do now have some ex-gang members, even though it isn't counting up on here, so it either doesn't count or it's just, well, it hasn't. So we'll see how we get on. We also had a bit of an event, and it was not ideal. It's where basically we got, let's see, we got, yeah, lots of low-risk inmates. Now, the plan is not to have those in here. By the nature of them being low-risk, they often have yeah, quite low convictions. That's 11 years, that's 68. Okay, that's the polar opposite, right? I'll wind my neck in, I guess. Anyway, so we're going to crack on with some building in this one. It's going to be a bit difficult because of the lack of funds, although we just gained some money there. We're going to go ahead and, like I say, build, and we're going to build this cell block, and I want to build the solitary room, and probably do some more improvements in the common room and in the yard, but we'll see how we get on as we progress through things. I would very much like to also put in some flooring in the sort of staff-only areas, and I might even put in some road gates because we did have someone escape there, but we'll see how we get on. So over to quick build and custom and cloning. Already selected this one, and it's 12,000 to get this done. Now that's a bit of a problem because that means we only got 505 generic units of currency. If we go over to the grants, our bank loan is quite poor. We can only have a maximum loan of 2,500 because our credit rating has dropped from 10 to 1.1. That's because we were in a negative balance for a time. So the only way really we can get around this is going over to valuation, and I'm going to sell a couple of shares. So I've sold, yeah, how much was that? 20% of our prison. It's not often that we do this, but it is there when you need it. It doesn't mean we're not going to necessarily go back and buy them again if need be later on. As we progress on through the game, we will obviously have a lot more money in general because we're not exponentially sort of ramping up the staffing levels. But yeah, we'll just see what happens when we get more inmates. Yeah, okay. Obviously, we've got a bit of an issue when it comes to staffing. I did do some hiring and firing, and I actually think I do need to get some more armed guards. There's 18 armed guards, 2 stationed and 15 are patrolling, so we don't actually have enough. I think we've got enough in doggos there. 13 dogs, 8 are patrolling, so I'd like another doggo, and I think we're okay for actual guards. So yeah, let's see about that one. Do I put any more in here? I don't think we need to. And what's going on here? This is Scott Hill, destruction and attacked staff, ex-gang member. Okay, well, that hasn't gone overly well. Don't know what they've... do they have volatile or anything like that? Let's see. Prisoner. The character. Ex-gang member. That's it. Okay. So, don't know what's happened there, but, well, whatever's happened, happened. So we just spent a lot of money there. Oh, that's going to be on building this area. So we can see the lights are going in. They'll be putting in the door servos and all of that sort of thing. I think it's already connected up. Yeah, I've already ran that one, and okay, we have a death, and it is actually not because they've been healed. So it seriously injured, killed by a rival gang member with a club, and I'm going to guessing it was Scott Hawkins. Attacked prisoner, serious injury, murder, found weapons, attacked staff. That's a fair number of convictions there. So okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Do I have a recycling initiative? I've just noticed. I think I do, but let's have a quick look. Bureaucracy. We do have it. Yes, that's fine. We've also got legal prep, and I would very much like the offshore tax haven, but that's going to require another amount of monies that we don't have, and because we've had a recent death, we can't actually sell those shares. I was surprised when I actually looked at it, and we could actually sell the shares because we often have a death quite often. And is that how you watch TV? From the back through a wall? I think they're putting their plan together. Yeah, it says gang business. Is that a euphemism? Okay, so let's see what happens. And is that Jerry Sandwich? I think so. So they've spread out into the common room, as you can see. So I'm just going to slow it down a little bit. And if we go over to our intelligence and to gangs, We can see that they are trying to take it over, but there are more guards around, so they won't be able to do it, and then they'll walk off. I do think we probably need to assign a couple more guards to here just to make sure. I'm going to put another 4 in there, and that's why, because they weren't in the right room. So that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. It's because we moved the room, so the designations had changed. So they were basically not projecting necessarily out. Anyway, I've signed that now, so that should be all fine. I'm just going to double check that by going into the gangs. And yeah, it's on 26 now, so that's much better. Fair enough. How many members have we got? Incidentally, we have 15 of the Vipers, and none of them there's no gang officers in there, no territories. We have the Bone Breakers, that's 3 officers now, and they are all about destruction, and 121 offences. And then the most is the Jackals, which is prison control, and they have 190 misconduct offences, but they don't have any officers either. Okay, so you can see, yeah, as they're congregating in here, they're trying to take control of this, but there's more guards than there is for the inmates, so it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Over to, I was going to say sell shares. I was going to sell some more shares in. Oh, okay, it's all kinds of kicking off over here. Looks like there's at least 2 dead. There's 3. Okay, any staff members involved on that one? Simon Sadler, killed by a rival gang member. They're under the current status effect of being calmed. Okay, they must be quite okay with the situation then. Okay, I just need to check some wiring. Let's just go with some utilities and wiring and connections and see, is all that basically set up? Yes, it is. We do need to go with CCTV's already in there, phone tap is in, door control system is sorted, that's not yet installed. I'm going to have to install automatic door servos over here as well at some point, but let's just see. Do I need some more doctors? I don't think so. That's Slater the workman, who is slowly being healed, which is good to see. Yeah, still got some recent deaths. I might do a bit of a search, a bit of a shakedown, and oh, what's happening over there? That's So armed guard has been taken out by Paul Hughes, and then they've actually picked up the shotgun. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to do some rehiring. 1, 2, and maybe another guard and another dog handler, just to bring us up to the correct levels. It does say money is in the negative, but we are going to be receiving some inmates later on. Let me just go over to deployment and supermax on that one, and patrols, and we're going to have in blue patrol. Not that it matters because the colours don't cross, and that is an armed guard and a guard. Standard denomination of guard. Alright, that's fine then. Coming close to the end of the sleep phase, the sleep regime, yeah, so I don't think I will do that shakedown today. Also, there's probably a lot of work on anyway, so yeah, I think we should be fine on that one. We're going to get a lot more inmates here, 15 Supermax. Some will replace the ones that have sadly perished in here, and oh, look at that, they've all given up. Yeah, but then they'll go down into this new area as well, and I anticipate the daily cash flow to be much improved. Let's just see, there is there any way we can see about ex-gang members? Security and vulnerable, no, we've still got those there, so yeah, all fine. Still 2 passed on both Faith Programme and on gang rehabilitation, and we're doing brief therapy as well, which is good. We can also, if we were so inclined, was that person just pushed through the wall? I think they were. We could also utilise this space to maybe improve things, like adding in more classes, but I think at the moment we're sort of at capacity really, but yeah, there you are. I'm going to go over to bureaucracy and offshore tax haven, because we do have the money for that. Permanent punishments don't need. Farming and forestry we don't need either, so that's all good. Danger level is decreasing and low. 18 prisoners have been unnecessarily searched. 18 armed guards are in the service, and 33 prisoners say they are well treated. Well, that's good to hear. Good to note. Looks like this cell block is completed, so let's run in some water. So water pipe. We'll connect all of the utilities up there, and I need to go with, speaking of utilities, wiring, connections, and it's going to be a CCTV monitor, which is now in, and then a door control system. So that is pretty much all managed and moderated now, so that's good. The next thing I think we're going to go for is, it feels like it's going to have to be another level of solitary. So custom and cloning, and we'll select all of that and rotate flip and click. Yep, that's in, okay. And that's going to take a little while. I'll obviously have to run in some water pipe in there as well. I'll do it after the fact, I think. I don't want to put too much of a workload onto the rest of the staff. We're on 90% now for the prisoner capacity, so that's good. If I was so inclined, we could then clone this over. Not that we need the space, you understand? Okay. Can we add another faith program? We can't, because I think we're at capacity with things. What else can we do? There's alcoholics group therapy, which is 6 in the queue. I'm going to set that going. There's also parole hearing. We have more room to take in more prisoners, apparently, according to the game. What we don't have is any level of positive money. Okay, let's just see, shall we? Why is this not connected? I'm guessing there'll just be one little bit. Water. There it is there. I think what's happened is it's kicked off and the worker's been scared off, which is often what happens. Okay. So it does say positive cash flow, which is good. Sorry, it doesn't say positive cash flow, but we will be getting a bit in when we comes to the power export. So it's actually already passed. And oh, we have a tunnel. Okay. I didn't see that one coming because, well, didn't think we would get them. All right, we've automatically detected it as well, which is handy. So I'm going to go to remove tunnels, and oh, it is a fairly big tunnel too. Let's remove all of those, and then we'll prioritise the removal of that one. As I said, it's not something you often see. So, Paul Quayle, they have a sneak thief. Is it because we've got the extra traits on? It might be that. Pickpocket regardless reputation. No, it's not them. Okay. Don't know what's going on there. How curious, though, that we've got a tunnel. Fair enough, fair enough. So I can sell some more shares, which I will do, and that's going to put us on to a more healthier bank balance. And we are going to receive, some more Supermax, and that's Spotswood that was taken out with one hit. Okay, over to staffing and to a guard, and we're going to hire another guard. It feels like we're probably okay running a more program now. Yeah, guard taser certification, fire safety training, disarming certification, and well, I'll just do first aid. We'll just do the lot. Yeah, we'll go through the whole thing. Over to building. Over here, is it okay? Yeah, that's the cracking on with that one. Just double checking the security, and there's vulnerable. Yeah, there's the dangerous level. Just well, it's all full of busy in that list. How many confidential informants have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not that we have any where we can have them sort of questioned, really. And is this area changed to being accessible by everybody? No, it's staff only. It wasn't previously, though, which is why something was thrown in there. Okay. So, workers are building over on the right, which is fine. I've told them to remove the tunnel and prioritised it, but they seem to be just doing their own thing, really. Okay. The daily cash roll will be increasing as we get more inmates. There is the inmate bus, actually. And also, once we've done offshore tax haven, we go from, 15% tax rate to 1% tax rate. You'll save a total of 1,000 taxes per 1,000 daily profit. Okay. So cash flow in is 22,000. Cash flow out is also 22,000. Other income 452. 4,562 per day. The other outcome will be most likely the sale of logs and the exports and the recycling. Do we get money off recycling? Yes. 10 generic currency for every bag of recycling that's collected. One of the wardens actually gets, I think, gets money from finding contraband as well, which is pretty handy. We have room to take in more prisons, yes we do, but we don't have the money to build. We seem to be fighting a cash flow issue. Trying to think what the solution would be. Do we scale back on something? But will that just make it worse in the long run because we won't have the security? We do have guard investigation here, and I'm going to run it because, well, we haven't. So apparently they'll just talk to all the guards, and oh, there we go. We found some guards that are, that are not on the level of taking money. We've discovered a crooked guard working with a gang. We marked them on the staff tab in your reports. Make sure you fire them. Okay. So that is only 3. So if we go to, where is it? Staff, we can see Lewis is on the take. We've also got Barney and we've got Carriaza. Okay, it's just them 3 then, and it was just the standard guards. So I'm just gonna basically pare down those a little bit. I'm also tempted to get rid of a couple of snipers. We only need 6 and we've got 8, and each one, how much is it per day that they cost us? Is it 500 a day? Snipers, ironically they're eluding me. 500 a day, yes, sorry. We'll go down to just the 6 there. Okay, fine. I don't know if we need to continue running programs then. Oh, that's still in the queue, so we'll keep on that one. Yeah, at least we found some of the guards that were taking money. Okay, that's fine. There's a bit of recycling coming in. We're going to have offshore tax saving going to help us out. Alright, fine. Over to needs then. And what need do we drastically need to look at? I don't think there is one. Okay. What I do need... oh, there's a Trip murdered by a prisoner. Okay, I guess we'll hire a replacement Trip. There's power export, which is good. And we want to go for a shakedown all sectors. So this is 508 places in total. Let me also go to wiring. Actually, no, it's a pipe here for the water pipe. And that's now in, which is all good. Go for informants, see if there's any potential for them. Don't think there is. A little bit of suspicion on Stephen Williams there, even though we've not activated them. Alright. Security. We only have the 2 that are vulnerable. We found clubs. That was just found. A set of keys was dropped off the guard. Club was just snuck out from there. Shears were brought in. The whisk, when we did a whiskey escape in the escape series. That was that thrown in, that one? There's only one way you can get it. Right. So it was thrown in, but in the escapes mode, I think the only way you can get it is by... How do you get a chainsaw? Oh, it's literally thrown in from there. Okay, right. Oh, actually, yeah, what distance is that? Did I measure that? It is distance of 12. That's fine then. Okay. Yes, the only way to get it is by having a bakery. So, yeah, we don't have any one of those in the facility. So... we'd have a little bit of an exercise need, but it's been managed. We have a little bit of a clothing need. That's a similar thing. There's a little drugs and alcohol need there. But the rest of it, recreation rise and family and such, it's all pretty much okay. So, don't know if there's anything we really desperately need to do. Gang member intake bus is arriving. Okay. And have a bit of an upset over here. People are being searched. It's them low-risk inmates that... were basically a bit of a spanner in the works, as they say. And we've just had a noise. Bureaucracy has been completed. Yeah, we've got 94 inmates. Okay. And yeah, they're all low risk again. Minimum sec is definitely off. Max sec is the only one on. And what on earth is going on here? Okay then. That's a bit spicy. Okay. Someone should shout read. Read? Re? Let's... let me get a response to this. And there's a guy with a shotgun somewhere in this list. We've got some guards coming along. So that's 12 deaths today in total. And how many of those were staff members? Quite a number, actually. Okay. Well, I'm gonna restaff. There we go. That's... oh, that happened. Okay. How many fewer gang members are there now? Let's have a quick look. Gangs. Just a couple of the bone breakers that have went down. Misconduct is shot up to 197. Still hasn't passed the jackals on 247. The vipers, fairly sedate, truth be told. They're only on a cheeky 95. Okay. Well, we've had this other horrible intake, which is bad. They can go in here, so it will sort itself out eventually, but we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of prison architect. There's going to be a lot of inmates having to be brought to the solitary area. It feels like it's slowly starting to get worse. a bit more dangerous, a bit more violent. I'm not too sure what I can do. Putting free fire on tends to, I don't know, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Sometimes it seems to be better, sometimes it's not. We're still doing programs. Yeah, and let's see. People in the queue. Other gang rehabilitation. So 3 passed, so there must be another ex-gang member in the facility. Let me double check that before we finish off. Let's go with security menu and vulnerable. It's still only the 2. Okay. So, wow. Now that's a legendary prisoner. Paul Whiteman. Extremely strong, extremely tough, extremely volatile, stoical, extremely deadly, fearless, quick, gang member, dealer, enforcer, gym rat, and vandal and loyal. Yep, that's a thing. Okay. So I'm looking for ex-gang member, but it's a bit difficult to find. There's also another... yeah, another guy. End punishment, because that is the gang leader. Yeah, recognise the name. And... yeah. I thought you'd be able to see... there must be a quick way to see about ex-gang member. Alright, well, like I said, we're going to leave it there. That's been a bit of prison architect. I think next time we go ahead and... do I just hire more staff? I'm not sure. What I'm tempted to do is sell as many shares as I possibly can, although it's going to be quite some time until we can do that. And the reason for that is I want to maybe sort of double up on the wind solar hybrid on a separate grid, you understand, because this power export meter is almost maxed out, and that'll give me some better long-term cash flow things. Either way, let me know what you think, and as always, we'll go from there. Thanks so much for watching, take care, and generic partings.